I had to start with nothing more or nothing less than what you guys have right now. Access to the same opportunities, the same information. I didn't have a fancy setup, definitely didn't have any business experience. The perfect time or the perfect opportunity didn't arise. I didn't even have a laptop when I first started. So I'm literally living proof that you don't need any of that to start getting paid online. Right now, you just need a skill that businesses will pay for. And the best part is you can start learning that skill right now, no matter how many hours you're working, no matter what your current situation looks like. If you're here right now or anything like I was, your typical day would be to get up when it's dark, go work a job that just gets you by, that you don't really like, then you come home, you might go to the gym, then you just scroll, eat dinner, shower, go to bed and do it all again. Trying to figure out how the hell are you going to get yourself out of this loop. And somewhere along the line, you stumbled across making money online, you see people on your social media living the life that you want, drop shipping, day trading, you name it, you've probably heard it. I heard it all as well. And to be honest, I thought it was all a load of shit. And to tell the truth, most of it is a load of shit for beginners. Now, I'm not saying all the different ways you probably see to make money online don't work, but in regards to beginners, the skills you need to be successful in business models, in business in general, usually you're going to be competing with guys who have years and years of experience, have a multitude of high income skills. And after multiple failures at different business models myself, that was when I realized I needed skills. And that's when I came across high ticket sales. And before starting my journey, probably like you are right now, I did a solid month or two of research into high ticket sales, what it involves, but everyone seemed to even overcomplicate that as well. And that's what I want to break down for you guys today. A video I wish I had when I first started. Something just simple and what it actually is, because it is just that. It is so simple with the right structure, the right process. So today I want to break that down for you guys and give you a full step-by-step guide on high ticket sales completely for beginners. Obviously the economy has shifted. More and more people, average people, are making money online, are going from a situation usually you'd be stuck in for 40, 50 years to now making more money than anybody else their age. Now, if you're a tradie like I was, or you're just working some regular 9 to 5, you might have heard terms like remote closer, appointment setting, SDR calling, cold calls, commissions. And I can understand why now being 2 years into my journey, because they're just normal day-to-day words that you use. But for you as a beginner, that just sounds like gibberish. Nobody actually explains what these roles are, how you can get paid, how to find the right roles, how to actually learn it. And it can be very overwhelming coming across all these different business models, and even within finding the right one for you, which might be high ticket sales like it was for me, then there's all the jargon inside that you need to understand, and it can be very scary. And the number one question I always get asked in my DMs every single day is, I just want to know where to start. So once again, this video will be a simple beginner guide. Once we go through this, once you understand the basics, more of the terminologies, what I will leave below for you guys is my 1 hour full step-by-step course, which goes a bit more into depth, teaches you the skills. And I won't go too deep into that because today we just need to understand the basics, the fundamentals, with the goal of you taking your first steps towards freedom. Now, before we jump in, I just want to give you a quick backstory on myself. I want to explain and share with you guys one thing that has changed over the last 2 years with the way that I view money. When I was on the tools, I was a 4th year apprentice, I was very money hungry. Obviously, that's how I've got to where I am now. I'm a very motivated person. But back then, I thought the only way to make more money was work more hours. Saturdays, cashies. And although I was doing all those things to try push the needle forward for myself, all that meant was more hours, less freedom, more effort, and less enjoyment for the life that I was living. And I was only 21 at the time. And eventually that hit a ceiling. You know, earning a couple extra $100 a week in the cost of living crisis in Australia wasn't really getting me anywhere. The housing market's through the roof. And I was just burnt out. I was at rock bottom. I couldn't work any more hours. I couldn't make any more money. And I had big goals. I had big dreams that just felt like I'd never reach them. And the thing that really shifted for me was coming across making money online, but more so that the money that you're making right now is a direct reflection of the skill sets that you have. As a trader, you're replaceable. There's thousands, millions of tradies out there. As a trader, you're paid by the hour. Whereas with certain skill sets, you're paid by the value that you can provide with that skill set. And as someone who didn't grow up rich, didn't grow up poor, it took a bit to understand that concept, but once I did, I understood that this was the pathway I needed to go down to get to my goals. And the thing is, once you can learn a high income skill, something that pays you for the value that you have, for the skills that you have, not the hours that you work, you'll never lose that. The same way I'll never lose the skills of being a trader. I might be a bit rusty, but if you can take 1, 2, 3, 6 months to learn a high income skill and you come into it with the mindset that you cannot fail unless you give up, you put your all into learning this skill, then that's when your life will truly start to change, and not just now, but forever. So I want to cover this guide in 6 simple steps for you guys today. Nothing crazy, nothing confusing, just straight to the point. And for step number 1, we're going to cover what is high ticket sales. This might be a completely new phrase to you, or maybe you've done a bit of research but it confuses you. So I'm going to explain it simply right now. And really it's in the name itself. You might be wondering, well, what does high ticket mean? High ticket just means high price. It is the fastest growing business in the world to sell high priced items online. These are things like coaching, mentorships, programs, communities. Pretty much every big guy that you follow or see, somewhere along the line, they will be selling some sort of high priced product or service. Obviously there'll be some lower ticket stuff, meal plans, weight training, but it usually all funnels, which basically means leads to high price coaching, because that's where the most money is. So these can vary from $2,000 up to $100,000, even more sometimes. And essentially these businesses or influencers that you might follow market their products or services through things like social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. They build personal brands around the product or service they're selling in niches like health and fitness or wealth and money. And throughout that process, people reach out, whether it's just from content you see on your For You page or paid ads, even things like referrals or collaboration posts with other influencers. Basically, these people with an online presence, their goal is to get attention that in turn will drive to traffic, which will drive to sales. They have people who are facing problems in their life, whether it's being overweight, whether it's not making the money they want to make. And that's where role number 1 comes in within the high ticket sales space, which is appointment setting. The appointment setter is basically logged into the business or influencer's DMs, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, iMessage, and talk to these people as the business owner and try to point them in the right direction. Obviously with the end goal, booking them on a call to the sales team, which is the other part of this process, a remote closer. Someone who will jump on a 30 to 45 minute sales call with the end goal of selling the product or service on offer. And once that process is sort of finished, the deal gets closed, the payment is processed, the setter and the closer takes commissions, which is basically a percentage of the total cost of the product or service. So say $10,000, the setter will take 5%, which is $500 just for typing DMs, getting a call booked in, and the closer can take $1,000, which is 10% of the total price of the product or service for selling that over the phone. Now, a key point I want to explain here is when people think of making money online or becoming successful, it's with this original business idea. But this is why starting with high ticket sales is perfect for beginners. You're already working with successful businesses. They've already done the hard stuff for you. You're just on the back end. You're just the middleman between people already interested and helping them get over the line in that process. And you make money from it. It's the perfect entry level point. You're helping businesses turn conversations into customers. Sales in general is basically conversations that leads to decisions. Now for step 2 of this process, it's really about picking your lane, where you want to start. Now I'll give my own recommendations throughout this, but it's really up to you. Lane number 1 is appointment setting, which is where you're applying to DMs or leads as we call it. You're qualifying these people for the product or service on offer that the closer will be selling. And then you're going on to book those calls and nurturing them up until the call to make sure everything's all good and they show up to the call. That's your job. Responding to people, qualifying people, booking calls, and nurturing. Now, if you are a complete beginner like I was with no experience, no sales experience, this is where I would start. It's the easiest to wrap your head around. You have the most time to think of your answers because you're just replying over text, and it gives you that gateway into the space where eventually you can progress onto the next 2 roles, which I'll start talking about, which for lane number 2 is SDRing and outbound. Now, SDRing is essentially appointment setting over the phone. There's the option to make a little bit more money. More often than not, the commission structure will increase just a bit. And this is where you're starting to put more communication skills, negotiation, thinking on the spot into play. Now, honestly, with SDRing, it's definitely a very good thing to learn because for the next step, lane 3, which is remote closing, it'll make that transition from SDRing to remote closing a lot easier because you've learned how to communicate over the phone compared to sort of what I did. I skipped that step. I went from appointment setting to closing, which was a massive jump going from just sending DMs to taking 30 to 45 minute sales calls. It's really each to their own, but the end goal of this whole process would be to land yourself a closing role. Not just because that's where you'll make the most money, but because of the skills that it teaches you. It teaches you negotiation, communication, and makes you a much more confident person. You can conduct yourself in public situations. You can sell yourself in different business ventures that you may find later down the line. And basically your role as a remote closer is running those sales calls with something that we call a framework, helping people make the right decision for them. And then really once that comes together, earning commission. And the best part with all 3 of these roles is they're remote. So you can do it from anywhere. You can do it from home. You can travel and do this stuff. But really that's it in a nutshell. Like I don't want you guys to overcomplicate this. Obviously learning a framework and questions to follow and understanding what bits of information that you're trying to uncover comes a bit later. So right now I want you guys to pick a lane, I'd recommend appointment setting and just start putting all your time into learning that. Now, step number 3 of this process is once again that knowledge. Obviously, to understand how each role works is important, but the next steps would be really to build more knowledge about how to run conversations, get some training or do some self-teaching, understand sort of what it looks like on the back end, what a qualified lead looks like compared to an unqualified lead. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys too much with this terminology, but I really wanted to touch on the importance of not trying to chase money too quickly. A lot of people want to make money inside their first week. And it's like, if we're going to build a skill set here that will pay us for the rest of our life, we want to learn it properly. We've got to be willing to sacrifice maybe 2 or 3 months at the beginning to learn this properly, so that in the long term, we have this skill down packed to the best of our ability and we'll make money from it forever. So it's really important that in the early stages, you guys understand all these little nitty gritty things. Qualifying, unqualifying, like I said, the common objections people, how to overcome all that, rather than just trying to land an appointment setting role tomorrow with no experience. It's not going to do you any favors in the long run. It's just chasing like short-term gratification and quick money, which is definitely not the way to go about it. Now, step number 4 of this process, once you've got that knowledge, is to start actually practicing everything that you've learned. So once again, don't chase the money too quickly. If we want to land a high-paying role and we get the opportunity to be a part of that, we want to make sure that we're able to perform straight away. If you've never practiced appointment setting, remote closing, and you're jumping onto a role straight away, you're going to be dealing and handling a business's money at the end of the day. So it's really important that by the time we're ready for that role, we've practiced the skill. Now, for me, the way I looked at this was very similar to learning a trade. You wouldn't trust a first-year apprentice carpenter to just start building houses his second day, because you're going to cost the business a lot of money and there's going to be so many mistakes. And that's really the best way I can put it for you guys, is like, treat this like a trade, like the skill of learning a trade, except you're learning the skill of sales. Now, obviously step 3 is important, but similar to trade school, you don't get good by watching videos like this necessarily. You get more understanding and knowledge like we spoke about. But the most important step of this whole process, which people skip over, is not practicing. They understand appointment setting or remote closing, then think they're ready for a role. They may by the off chance land that role, but they're not going to perform on it. They're going to lose that role and get a bad name in the space. So it is so important. I don't care whether it's with your mum, whether it's with AI, or what I would recommend is to join a community of people learning the same skill. But it is so important to role play, and not only role play, but get feedback on those role plays. If you think about being an apprentice or starting a new job, where you progress and grow the quickest is by making mistakes, is by practicing it, until eventually you've done enough reps to get to a point where it's just like second nature to you. So once again, quickly, once we build that knowledge, our framework, how to qualify, how to handle objections, it's important to practice all those things. And if you have someone in your corner, for me, that was being a part of a sales academy who trained people up with setting and closing, getting feedback on everything so that you can keep improving. So by the time I was on my first offer 3 months in, I replaced my income my first week because I was ready to go. And that sort of leads me to step number 5 of this guide, which is getting certification and proof under your belt. Now, I'm not going to go into how to land roles and where to look for roles, because we're just understanding this whole process first. But eventually, when that time comes, when you're looking for people for these businesses, influencers to work for, you need to be able to show some sort of proof that you have the skills. Now, if you're a beginner, it doesn't mean that you can't show proof. But that's why it's so important to follow these steps sort of in order. I landed my first role with 0 sales experience except for just a bit of knowledge and practicing a shit ton. I've helped hundreds of other guys land their first roles following the exact same steps. So you don't need to have been a real estate agent before or have years and years of sales experience. But what you do need is proof and the ability to be able to sell yourself. Businesses need to know you understand the role, what you're going to be doing. That comes with knowledge. They don't necessarily expect perfection. There will be sales training on these roles. They just want to see that you're serious and that you're ready to put your all into it and that you've taken the time to understand the process and build the skills. Now, that's why these role plays are so important. Say that you're going for an appointment setting role with 2 other guys that have sales experience, but you've taken the time to learn it properly, you've put in the reps. More than likely, you won't be as talented as these other people, but if you're anything like me, you're a tradie, you're motivated by money, you'll be more hungry. As long as you're coachable and you're hungry, you're always going to outperform someone who's talented. And this is sort of the stage that will separate you from someone who just wants quick money, who wants to make money overnight, because you're never going to last on one of these roles. And why I said earlier, the slower that you take it, the more you're going to benefit over the long run. And finally, the last step of this process, step number 6, is just implementing all of these steps before. Once you've got that knowledge, you've put it into practice, you've then got that proof behind you to go out and look for these roles. That's where you then implement that to land that first role and use everything that you've learned to start making money and work towards whatever goals that you've got in mind. For me, it was freedom. It was getting my time back. It was being able to give back to my family. It was being able to make money and travel and work remotely and just building a future and a life that I actually enjoyed, something where I didn't have to trade my time for money. Now it's different for every person, but with following these steps correctly and getting that understanding first off, making sure that you're practicing, that is what's possible, and that is really all it takes. That's where you can land your first role, start working with real businesses, start making them money and generating them money. And once you've got that proof that businesses are making real money, millions of dollars, and you can be the middleman to that, once you've got that proof of concept that this is just the way the world works, it has for centuries, there's just the internet nowadays, that will change your whole perspective on money like it did for me. It's not about the amount of hours that you can work, but more so how valuable your skills are. And once you get to that stage, you'll have the confidence and you can keep building and scaling from there. Now, to be completely transparent here, your first win probably won't be some massive payday. You probably won't make $10,000 your first month, more than likely not. But what will lead to achieving your bigger goal, which might be 10K a month, traveling the world, giving back to your family, will be an accumulation of small little wins. The first win might be getting your head fully around it, taking notes. The second win might be doing your first role play. The third win might be applying for roles, getting to a position where you can comfortably do that. The fourth win will be landing that role. The fifth win will be answering your first few DMs inside a real business, until eventually those wins accumulate to you making your first bit of money, replacing your income, then hitting that bigger goal. Now, before we wrap up, I want to cover a few mistakes that I see beginners make that I made myself, so that I can help you speed up this process. Obviously, step number one is getting that knowledge, but don't spend months and months accumulating that knowledge. It's not going to get you as far as practice. If you're watching videos for weeks and weeks trying to be some brainiac, thinking that you need it all fully covered in your head, it's just procrastination. You're actually never taking action on the real steps that will get you to your goals. I see that so often. People spend months on social media trying to find the right thing, trying to understand the concepts. But once again, like that trade school analogy that I used, if you sat in a trade school classroom getting the theory in on how to build a house, then by the time you've got all the knowledge, then you go out and try to build a house, it's going to be completely different and you're still going to be useless because you actually haven't practiced the skills of how to build a house. The same thing applies here. Action needs to be taken quickly. Start practicing when you don't feel ready. And once again, once you start following this process and you're up to the stage of implementation, the next sort of mistake I see is people don't actually have their goals broken down. How many conversations do I need to be having, leading to how many book calls, leading to that being my income, depending on the price of the product. Actually be clear and set your goals so that they become actionable. Another one is just people quit way too soon. They're not willing to chase long-term gratification, like the gym. It's simple to get in shape. Eat clean, train hard, do a bit of cardio, but so many people aren't in the shape that they'd rather be. Understand that this is a process. It may take time, but that's what we're trying to get back, is our time. Sacrifice a little bit of time now to do it properly, and in the long term, you'll be grateful you did. And so the last thing is just be yourself. I'm not the smartest guy, I'm definitely not the best sales guy, but what I am good at is sticking to who I am, being a normal, regular person, not trying to be some guru salesman. I might not have the talent there, but I can have conversations like a regular person, which people will appreciate so much more. So don't try to overcomplicate it, guys. Don't try to look impressive or be someone that you're not. Just focus on improving the skill every day, taking action and getting started on the things that will actually move the needle forward for you. Now, this is the full 6-step framework that got me to the position that I'm in now, allowing me to achieve everything that I set out to 2 years ago by following this exact process. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. That's why I make videos like this for you guys to help you speed up the process. But just know this is simple. This is replicatable. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or find some trendy, flashy product or start some crazy business. Businesses are already successful. You don't need to compete against guys who have years and years of experience. You just need to partner up with them. And that's the only way you need to look at it as a complete beginner. Now, as I mentioned at the start of this video, down below, I'm going to link my full step-by-step 1-hour free course on high ticket sales for 2026. This breaks down the knowledge stage. I'll give you the knowledge on appointment setting, remote closing, how to follow a framework, how to qualify, disqualify, everything. Give you that knowledge. I'll also give you access to different communities and different ways that you can start role playing and get feedback so you can put that practice in, remembering that that's the most important step. And then once we've got that practice in, we're ready for a role. I teach you exactly how to go out and land these roles, where to find them, how to outreach, how to perform on your interview. And finally, towards the back end of that video, I break down how to implement, how to succeed, and how to scale beyond $10,000 a month. So like I said, if you're actually serious about starting, you need change, you want change, and not just to feel like you're being busy in your head, but actually moves the needle forward. That video is linked down below. I'll also leave a link below to book a one-on-one call with my own team who can build out a full 90-day plan to help you follow all these steps correctly. The same 90-day plan that I followed to get me to where I am now. And as always, my Instagram's linked down below. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, reach me on Instagram. But that is a full 6-step guide for beginners in 2026. Just the basics, the fundamentals. Don't overcomplicate it, guys. It's so simple. Go watch that other video down below and I'll see you in the next one.